And he knows that it was the commercial because the guy said, hey, I saw your commercial like 3 in the morning. I don't know why I was up, but do you think the guy bought an RV because of the commercial? Or do you think the guy was in the marketplace to buy an RV, saw the commercial, and it was an ad that said, yeah. So you get it. But what I'm doing is saying, let me get it better for you. Let me reach not 100 people or 1,000 people or 10,000. Let me put you in front of 100,000. And let me put it to you. Everybody gets it, right? You get what this is, right? I don't keep showing you? Okay. So the reason why I came up with this idea, and remember, we've got other things for you as well, not just this, is that even if the sound is off, you know exactly what this is, right? It's for Westfield Comics in Madison, Wisconsin. Some people said they can't believe that it only costs $10 to be on TV. It costs $10 to reach a couple of thousand people. It's going to cost you a lot more to reach more. But again, I'm utilizing the power of TV. So what I'm suggesting is, just on first glance, if there's anyone in the room that's seen this, anyone in this room think it's a good idea, you can raise your hands. Does anybody? Does that sound like, you can raise your hands. I can't, yeah, raise your hands. Raise your hands. Okay, the idea is this. I could get a commercial created within 48 hours for you. The commercial is free. We're going to hit, when we hit critical mass, when we hit 20, we're going to have a special website created. It's going to be for We Know Why You're Awake. Now, you could go home today, if you buy it or not, type in We Know Why You're Awake in the search bar in Google, and you'll see all my television stations across the United States. We Know Why You're Awake Austin, We Know Why You're Awake San Antonio, We Know Why You're Awake Columbus. And you'll see when you go to that jump page, you're going to see the only businesses that are on We Know Why You're Awake. Now, somebody might be looking for a rental, but see yours. They might be going in to see a lawyer, but they might be seeing yours if you're on there. So people come to the web to do other things. But if somebody remembers anything, like, this is a pediatric dentistry place, but some people don't remember that name. But they remember, look, it seems like it's never stopping, right? We Know Why You're Awake. That was only 15 seconds, too. It's like paint drying. Everybody's like, 15 seconds? It's a long time. People remember We Know Why You're Awake. So they might type that in because they say, I saw a lawyer and We Know Why You're Awake. You follow that? So I came up with all these things because it's exactly how consumers act. Sometimes they remember the We Know Why You're Awake. Sometimes they remember the name of the business. But you know what they actually remember? Remember they saw you. So if you do direct mail or you do some other media, they might say, wait a minute, how do I know these people? That's what we're going for. They'll remember it. It's kitschy, right? People remember this stuff. They remember it. So these are all businesses that are very successful. I brought you the ones that stayed on past the 90 days. That's what I'm showing you. Okay, hold on. And then I got time for a couple of questions, but let me just finish this part of my presentation, and I'm from this current slide. Okie dokie. So, very important that you read this at the top. No matter what you think about being on TV, if you've never done it, there's a lot of stuff that goes on. But we're going to make it easy for you, okay? We're going to create your spot. We've already showed you a campaign that might make sense to your business. Remember, short term. This is a big time of year for you. People have disposable income, Tim. Everybody doesn't have $8,000. They've got about $250 they're going to spend. You want them to come and spend a portion of that in your store for the holidays. For the holidays. And how are you going to reach the right customer? That's the trick. I'm going to put you in front of so many. At $10, you're not wasting your money. If I told you it's going to cost you $5,000 a month, you're going to look at me and say, you better, you'll be coming to my door if you didn't get return. But those of you who do any kind of marketing know that if you're taking a look at maximizing and leveraging your brand, you have to be on TV. You need the exclusivity. These are the things that put you ahead of everybody else. No, if you do, now, I hate to say this because not all of you have a ton of competitors, but I think your business, the real estate people, that's a perfect business for TV. But if I keep on running, if I run all three of you, that's not good. I will have a real estate person on. I will have a broker. I'm going to have to because it's a great category. You're a specialty retail. But I think it makes it, I think it makes my product better. I want to see local businesses running. And television is a funny thing. It's not 100 commercials like you just saw running back to back. In fact, 100 commercials are running over a month. So you're getting somewhere between 3 and 5 commercials a night. You're not getting 1,000 commercials a night and overkill. But if I'm going to be able to talk about marketing with you, it's all about push and pull. Push is TV. Tell everybody about your business. Pull is the social media. Pull is your website. I want more information, I come to your website. That's what's great about that media now. And if I have business with you, then I would encourage, especially the businesses that are retail, you've got to encourage that new customer to become an advocate. We could talk to you about special deals that we could do with loyalty clubs and text clubs if you're not doing that already, Tim. But when it's all said and done, I want to always finish with thank you for your time today. But first, any questions? Is there anything that have jumped out at you that you're like, hey, I've got a quick question? Anything? Nothing? Yes?
What are some of the demographics of those that watch in the middle of the night?
Women.
You know, when we've done advertising in the past, we're tracking, yes, we might get a call,
Mm-hmm.
100 calls from a TV source, but what converts, you know, the type of client that converts to an actual client, as compared to another medium, we have a higher ratio of that converting. So do you know the demographics in like this area for those that?
I'm hoping to answer the question correctly, that you're asking. It's a good question. So the first thing I would tell you is, based on what we know, it's a very high-profile place. 92% of people that watch TV at that time are gainfully employed. These are not unemployed people. Unemployed people watch daytime TV. Are there unemployed people that watch the Super Bowl? Sure there is. But what we did was we looked at that dynamic. I also told you it's 72% women. Now that means it's almost 30% men. So 3 out of 4 people are women. It is not anyone under the age of 16. It is not anyone over the age of 95. It's somewhere between 35 and 64. That's a very critical part of the demographics. And remember, I will get you as much information as you want, but I'm trying to make it easy for you. I'm charging you $10 a commercial. So I don't know what the value is of your acquired customer. You know, you might have a multi-million-dollar settlement. You might have 2 or 3 clients that are with you for the rest of your life. You might have, your typical ticket might be $100. So if you spend $1,000, you're going to be counting, I need at least 10 people just to break even gross. As an example, Tim, I'm not even sure. But again, with a business like yours, I would be saying, I don't know what your dynamics are, and I know you're tracking things, but it's very hard for me to believe that anybody really remembers exactly when they saw the commercial. In fact, it always frustrated me, because I'm a TV guy. I'd go to a new dentist, and he's like, did you get our phone number from the Yellow Pages? You know, about 25 years ago, it's exactly where I got his phone number. It's the only place to get his phone number. But he didn't ask me how I found out about him. Years later, now, all of a sudden, he goes, did you find out from a friend, or this or that? I don't know if tracking that is as important as how many people are coming in. If you don't do TV for the next 90 days, I don't know how it's going to impact your business to do what you're doing. If you don't change, you're all here because you're going, what do I do for the next 90 days that's going to change? If you think spending $1,000 to reach 100,000 people a month, be the only one, is not a good investment, I'll find somebody, and I hate to say it because you're very sweet, I met you. You're a nice lady. But I'm going to get a weight loss person on, because that's a big category that are challenged by people like Jenny Craig and Weight Watchers, and they've never heard of you. Why don't we get them to hear about you? Even if they're talking to their Yenta friends, their chubby Yenta friends, I'm kidding, and they say, hey, I'm thinking about doing this, and they say, do you know about Sosa? Right? Isn't it called Sosa? I just like saying Sosa. I like saying salsa and Sosa. In fact, if I eat a lot of salsa, I have to go to Sosa. But again, Tom will get you some more of that information. I don't want you to get caught up in that. You spend $50,000 with me, you got to hold me to the fire. I'm talking about giving you a dynamic that you can't get. You can't reach that many people. You take $1,000, call the newspaper, ask them what they get for $1,000. Call them. Call direct mail, ask them how many pieces of direct mail you'll be able, without being in against every other competitor of yours. Tell them I only want to be the only weight loss person. Anybody get direct mail in their house? There's like 9 tree trimmers. What is there, a lot of tree trimming going on? Think about it. Good question. Think about it. Look at this as an opportunity. I hate to say it because I come across like a sales guy, don't I? Hello. I'm not trying to tell you this is the only thing we have. I'm trying to tell you that from my dollar, looking at you, not counting your money, this is one of those opportunities that come every once in a while. It'll always be available. The category is exclusive. If you don't buy it and I don't get your category and you feel, hey, maybe November, I'm all good. I'm suggesting this thing starts October 1st. It's the truth. I like starting at the 1st of the month. October 1st or November 1st. After that, it's December 1st. So to me, if you want a dynamic campaign that reaches an unusual amount of people, that gets your name in front of more people than actually will ever come to your website. In 1 month, you will never have 100,000 people come to your website. I'm going to have them pass by your business, look at your name over and over again. And the other thing is, again, I could go on, but I wanted to keep this to only an hour from my presentation. I'm sensitive to, you know, your jobs. People don't typically set their alarm clock for 3 in the morning to watch TV. People don't have a favorite show that's on at 3 in the morning. Did you know that? Yeah, they don't. So the good news for you is, I'm not just reaching an unusual amount of people, I'm reaching an unusual amount of unique people. For you, it's fantastic, because what I'm doing is I'm hitting so many people so many times that you're getting more bang for your buck. There's a lot of loyalty on TV. People who like The Bachelorette, by the 6th week, you don't have new people tuning into The Bachelorette if you watch The Bachelorette, because the story has already started. There are people that love the ABC News in this market. They don't get new people to it. They don't. But this is a time period, I'm a marketing guy, so I know this, that allows you to take advantage of reach, frequency, unusual amount of reach and frequency. I'm guaranteeing you exclusivity. I'm giving you the option to actually take advantage of something that I see working across the country. And that's the best way I could describe what this is. People who have that expectation that they're going to become millionaires spending $1,000, you haven't been in business long enough to understand. People try stuff, you know, you do radio, you do newspaper, you do yellow pages, you do direct mail, you do billboards. If you've never done TV, it's time. So again, I know everybody wants to meet me, so I'll stay up here for a few minutes. Again, I want to thank you for your time, and thank you so much. I mean it. Thank you, and goodbye. Whoa. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.